If you had a choice in Jamaica, who would you choose? Because based upon how Jamaica go on, man, may I tell you, man. So may I say now, I want to know that the Bible is not the beginning of a whole heap of things that the Bible talk about. You understand? Because 3,000 years ago, there was no Bible. You understand? There was no Bible 3,000 years ago. You know, I listen to some things and I wonder how them get way. And we are talking about Europeans now. How Europeans get way to believe the things them what them believe. And we come now believe it like is a sum total of all belief system. Like there is no other belief system outside of what we believe. And we can't realize it's because we were colonized by the Europeans why we believe what we believe. There's no reason to believe what we believe more than say the Europeans and believe it and it passed on to we and we believe it too. And we kill and dead and born and bear children for this belief system where really and truly is handed down to we. The problem with it is that when we start to believe these things coming from Europe, we give it a historical point, reference point, that has nothing to do with the reference point that we give it to. When we talk about certain things, for instance, in the Bible, when we talk about all Egypt and Israel and all these things, because it is so embedded in us, we don't even understand that there is an origin for all of these stories that we hear about. When we hear about like God and the devil and all these things, the devil is something where is man create the devil. It don't have nothing to do with no person, no individual person. It's man that create the devil. There's no person out there that is going to do this. The only devil that exists is where man create. That is it. The only devil that exists is where man create. A man create the devil based upon his own perception of what him feel is bad or what him feel is good. Right now in Jamaica, I don't know who Jamaican people eat more, gays or the devil. You know, it's like a thing, you know. I don't know. Because I hear so much venom against gays and then I hear so much terrible things about the devil that I try to figure out if you had a choice in Jamaica. That is a weird choice. If you had a choice in Jamaica, who would you choose? Because based upon how Jamaican go on, man, may I tell you, man. So may I say now, the devil is something where is captured, captivated, manipulated, projected on the consciousness of black people especially Christian thinkers. And the problem with it is that Christians believe this thing to the point where they project it upon other people who don't believe it. And people who don't believe it start to believe it. It's amazing that a man believes in the devil so much, but yet still him do the things them where the devil tell him to do. Oh, you know where the devil is an evil person. And the devil command you to do certain things. And you know, say, it's the devil. But you still do it. In opposition to the God where you claim. It's amazing. Everybody claim, every Christian, as a matter of fact, every westernized mindset believing in this person named the devil. Yet still, nobody can identify him. How him look. Well, is she same black? That is really the irony of the whole thing. Historically, the devil is a black thing with horns and fangs and all these things. Historically, the devil is black. So, maybe we are descendants from the devil. That is why we're in so much problem. Am I to believe that? Because that is how it comes down to it. The devil in hell is black. When you have Christmas time come, when you have Drankuno, the devil is black. Our perception that the devil is black, our perception of God is white. And we perpetuate this thing and we continue to do it over and over and over again. So we have the church we set up there so to manipulate with consciousness, manipulate with mind. And the church have preached things where if you ask a person the history of the thing we might preach, him don't know, him a refer to the Bible. The Bible is not the beginning of most of the things them where the Bible talk about. I want to know that the Bible is not the beginning of a whole heap of things that the Bible talk about. You understand? Because 3,000 years ago, there was no Bible. You understand? There was no Bible 3,000 years ago. The so-called New Testament was written the other day. When I say the other day, no, I mean like, I could say like 1700 years ago. The concepts that is riveted in our consciousness, Isaiah, Jeremiah, all of these ancient Israelites, well, we don't even know because Isaiah look like a two-person. According to where we are come understand now, it's two Isaiah them have. According to where we come understand now, Mark is not the first gospel in the Bible. Sorry, Mark is the first gospel. Sorry, not Matthew. Matthew is not the first gospel. Matthew was written before Matthew. Mark was written before Matthew. And Paul letters was written before all of them. It's a terrible thing. How could we think that? Where the Bible is chronological, it states out how the thing go. Now, tonight we want to delve into, delve come like devil, delve. We want to delve into a documentary that presents a historical point of view of how the devil originated, the origination of the devil. Historically. We're not talking about now where me believe, where you believe, but historically, how it come about, who bring it about, why it was brought about, and all these things. Because you're not going to hear this on no other radio station in Jamaica. Believe you me. Because they're afraid to play that one. Them boss are going to come tell them, so why that they play upon the radio. And they're going to tell you, say, why people don't want to hear that. Well, here I know. We don't know how this program set up already. We set up the program that it can draw attention to certain things that maybe you don't hear in a theological college, or you don't hear in a science college, or a university outside. Or you don't have money for pay go to them university there. So we supply you with that information that the university would normally supply you with. So this is really a university night where we are carrying in a theological college that states non-apologetically about the devil. Can you imagine? We have a program on the radio where I talk about the devil. We are get terribly at all. Yes. So don't look off your radio, because we know why you get afraid and scared, but we are get terribly at all. Yes. So don't look off your radio, because we know why you get afraid and scared, but there's a beginning to most of the stories and most of the concepts and ideas that we hold fast to, that we need to understand clear. In this time of information, it's the man who has the most information can go win the war, Yeah, it's information time now. And if you are not informed, you're going to delve into superstitions. And that is what is running most of our life, Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge, and I remember they already go through the PS's informal Cutting Edge so tonight.